Hello guys, welcome back to Sporty Affairs. I'm Mithilesh and I have Narendra with me. So in this video we are going to discuss about the T20 series between India and England which just concluded. India winning emphatically by 3-2 in the series. So this will be like a high level overview about what happened in the series. Where do these two teams, edged each other, and what are the good and the bad points which these teams had over the course of the series. So, without much ado, let's discuss about India first. And over to you, Narendra. What do you think? Like, where did India actually won the series, and where do you think they lacked?
I think India did pretty well in the segment of defending the total. The only segment England lacked was defending the total. India defended the last two match to the core of the extent because those are some of the crucial wicket taking opportunities towards the tail of the inning, towards the middle portion of the inning, going from taking wickets throughout the inning, which India is already known for. If you remember the first T20 World Cup India won, definitely Indian strategy was taking the wicket over the time and not letting partnerships settle in. This time in the last T20, England did manage to keep one big partnership, but India broken that partnership of 130 runs with between David Malan and Joss Butler, and after that it was a straight downfall for England. So that is the one key area that India improved over the series. It's not because the first match India just scored 120 125 runs and they lost and they were not able to defend, but once the batsmen started contributing well and giving them a big total to defend for the bowlers, then the bowler came and shined towards the bowling side of things. What do you think? What were the good points for England?
So I agree with you on the India points, and I also would like to add that in addition of not allowing England to score freely, I also felt that India kind of mixed it up with the slower balls, because if you see England, they were like really struggling towards the end of the innings on fourth and the 50-20, and that has had a major credit to be given to Hardik Pandya and Bhuvaneshwar Kumar per se, so that because they really contained the England batsmen, I felt, and because of that, India could win those two games, which were like a must-win games for them. Uh, what do you think? Do you think like this was the main crux of the India winning?
Definitely, because India, towards the end of the inning, or with in terms of even bowling options, India made so many changes that England didn't. Moeen Ali, who was sent back after just two tests, they brought him back, but he didn't play a single T20. I mean, what was going on there? Because he was in form, he was taking wickets, and they are not giving him chance. They are keep on playing with the same playing 11, and I think that hurt England most because England bowlers, I think they needed some kind of change, continuously depending on Archer or Wood to take wickets. What they did in first few T20s, they heavily depended on them to towards the final two T20s, and they were not able to deliver, and that's why England had most impact in terms of leaking runs towards the end of the innings. Virat Kohli took a huge advantage of such an opportunity and is scoring brilliant more than 200 runs in this entire series. He was not out for many occasions. That tells us that there was definitely a portion or the segment in which England could have improved, but they didn't. So I think those were the bad points for England, and those were the good points for Indian side that they capitalized. Apart from that, what India did is that changing the batting order. They gave KL Rahul enough opportunity to express himself and go out there, score runs. But after 4 T20s, I think they kind of stopped and Virat Kohli came himself up and opened the inning. I think IPL had a definitely part to play in that one because during the RCB innings he always comes to open the innings. Most of the time, if other batsmen are not fit enough to open the inning, he's the one taking that spot and playing that key role. So I think definitely India had more good points than bad points, but definitely they need to improve on the batting lineup or making sure that they are keep on rotating. So considering the COVID-19 circumstances, last year's tours are coming in this year, and this year is getting really condensed. Along with T20, World Cup is also there. After this series, India will be hosting IPL, and it will be a long 2 months. So let's see how players cope up with that pressure. What do you think England will do? Because there are definitely players who could have been a part of this T20 squad for England. They are not playing in the playing 11. What do you think about that, Mithilesh?
Yeah, so let's discuss about England in detail, like what happened with them in the series. So I think the first three T20s were like you win the toss, win the match kind of scenarios. Like whichever team won the toss, they won the match convincingly. It was not until the fourth T20 where things started getting exciting. Like you didn't know like who's going to win until the end. And the good points about England, which I would like to bring here, is their bowling attack. Initially, Archer and Mark Wood really troubled the Indian batsmen. Like they were not able to score. So that is one very good point they can take. They can take from the series. The second good point is their opening partnerships, like Jason Roy and Josh Butler. They completely dominated the Indian bowling attack. Not just in the first T20s, even in the T20s they lost. They were very lethal. So that is one major point they had. Now, coming to the negative points, the most major negative point which I felt was David Malan's, off form. I don't know what was going on with him. He's the world number one T20 batsman, and he just couldn't click the entire series, apart from the last T20, of course. So that is one very big major concern which I feel England has. The second concern which I felt was the middle order. I mean, England's middle order just didn't click. Like Stokes was out of form, Morgan didn't click, and plus they didn't have lower order hard hitting batsmen, and that's why I felt like they lacked those number 4, 5, 6, and 7 batsmen, which really takes the game away from the opposition. So these were some of the negative points which I felt, and as you discussed about IPL, definitely. I mean, if you take Rajasthan Royals, they all four are all four are English. So I assume all four will be playing, and so that will give them a good edge, like good, I would say, practice for the World Cup. As we know, the World Cup is in subcontinent. But apart from that, I think so. Just Evan Morgan and Mark Wood is there. Uh, that's about it from the England side in the IPL. Uh, so I feel that all these England players who were not in form, they should really make use of this IPL opportunity, which will help them to build up the confidence which they lacked severely, which we felt in the series. Once their confidence is back, I have no doubts, in believing that England will be one of the front runners of winning this T20 World Cup.
Definitely, because England selectors and England board is always particular about the conditions, because they, before even India series, whether Test or T20, they spend a lot of time in Sri Lanka playing and getting used to the condition. Even before the World Cup, England is coming to Pakistan to play few T20s. That will give players time to adjust to the condition and things like that. So other factors are getting corrected by England board. The only thing needs to click is the individual players contributing at their individual positions. I think I agree with your point that middle order should contribute more, but after having said that, Sam Curran should have given more opportunity. He came even lower down the order, even after Jordan. Let's see how that goes. Even with Archer, we just found out that he's going under a surgery for his right elbow. So let's see whether he's capable of playing more T20s, because he's definitely ruled out of ODI series for India versus England and the IPL eventually, I think. So it will be interesting to see where England lands in terms of World T20 and other formats.
Okay, so in this video, guys, we discussed about how India played, how England played, and what were the good and the bad points both the team had. So to summarize, we would like to say about India, the top order is really clicking, and with Virat Kohli, said that he's going to open with Rohit Sharma, that gives us a very good edge, because for the likes of Ishan Kishan and Surya Kumar Yadav to come in at number 3 and number 4 and express themselves. So we feel that India's top order is pretty concrete. Plus, in the lower order, once Bumrah is back and Bhubaneswar stays fit, We have very, very good bowling attack right at the death. So those are the things which India should capitalize on in the coming World Cup. Regarding England, we feel that the top order should continue the good work which they are, good form which they are in. But the middle order should really, really step up, to help the top order to score some runs. Regarding the bowling, I wouldn't be too much worried about them, because in the subcontinent, every bowler is going to go for runs. So I'm pretty sure like England will figure out a way to, come around that aspect. Plus, if Moeen Ali plays, that will give them an added advantage of playing a spinner as well as a very good hard hitting batsman. So if England concentrates on these areas, then I have no doubts in saying that they would be one of the front runners in this World Cup, along with India, of course. So that's it from us, guys. See you next time. Bye bye.